They found her at dawn. Not dead, not alive, just breathing. The girl lay in the middle of the execution circle, ash still warm beneath her body, black runes burned into stone, and one glowing mark on her chest that refused to fade. The priest stepped back in fear. That symbol, one whispered, that belongs to him. Lyra opened her eyes to screaming, not around her, inside her. Visions tore through her mind. Burning cities, wings blotting out the sun, a throne made of screaming souls. And a voice, low, calm, terribly close. You were not supposed to survive. She gasped and sat up. The execution ground was empty now. Night had fallen. Chains lay broken around her wrists, melted like wax. Lyra pressed her hand to her chest. The mark pulsed. Alive. They had tried to burn her for witchcraft. Lyra had begged, cried, promised she was innocent. Fire had answered. She remembered the pain, then the darkness, and then him. The shadows moved. A tall figure stepped from the ruined chapel, cloak dragging across the stone. Horns curved from his head like a crown of sin, eyes glowing a deep, molten red. The demon king of Verith, the curse of every prayer. Lyra froze. You, her voice cracked. You're real. He stopped a few steps away. Yes. Her knees gave out. Then kill me, she whispered. Please. The demon king tilted his head, studying her like a mistake. I already tried, he said. You didn't die. He raised a hand. The mark on Lyra's chest burned. She screamed as power surged through her veins, dark, violent, ancient. Images flashed again, herself standing beside him, blood on her hands, a crown of bone above her head. No, she sobbed. I don't want this. The demon king's expression tightened. I did not choose you, he said quietly, but the curse did. He explained nothing, only this, a prophecy older than hell itself. When the demon king tries to save a single human life, that human becomes his end. He had spared Lyra during a raid, years ago, a moment of mercy. That mercy had rewritten fate. The mark bound her soul to his power. If she lived, his kingdom would fall. If she died, the curse would consume the world. I'll leave, Lyra said desperately. I'll hide. I'll disappear. You can't, he replied. Why? Because I can feel your fear like my own. He did not say, because your heart beats when mine should not. Instead, he said, because the mark means you belong to me now. Thunder cracked overhead. The ground trembled. Creatures stirred in the dark, drawn to her power. The demon king extended his hand. Come, he ordered, before something worse finds you. Lyra stared at his hand. The hand of death. The hand that had saved her. She took it. The moment their skin touched, the mark flared violently. And somewhere deep beneath the earth, something ancient woke up, smiling. The demon realm did not welcome humans. It watched them. Lyra felt it the moment she crossed the veil. Eyes in the darkness, hunger in the air, whispers sliding across her skin like knives. She stayed close to him, too close. Every step she took, the mark on her chest burned softly, glowing the same red as the demon king's eyes. You're hurting, she said suddenly. He stopped. The pain had been his. How'd he know? He asked. Lyra swallowed. Because I felt it. Silence. That was when they understood. The curse was not one-sided. Inside the obsidian palace, shadows bowed. Demons knelt. Not to him. To her. Lyra trembled. Why are they looking at me like that? The demon king's jaw tightened. They sensed the end, he said. And the beginning. That night, Lyra dreamed his memories. Not visions. Memories. She saw him before the crown. A warrior who laughed, who bled, who loved a world that later betrayed him. She woke screaming. He was already there. Get out of my head, she cried. I can't, he said quietly. You're already in mine. They tried to break the bond. Ancient rituals. Blood spells. Sacrifices that screamed. Nothing worked. Each attempt only pulled them closer. When Lyra was wounded, his skin tore. When he lost control, her heart raced with his fury. 2 souls, 1 wound. Days turned into something dangerous. Comfort, trust. Lyra laughed once. A soft, broken sound. The Demon King froze. I forgot humans did that, he said. She smiled sadly. I forgot demons could protect. He taught her control. Not power. Control. How to breathe when the darkness surged. How to command shadows without letting them command her. Their hands touched often. Too often. Each touch sent pain and warmth. Stop looking at me like that, Lyra whispered one night. Like what? Like I matter. He looked away. You matter too much, he said. That's the problem. The prophecy carved itself deeper. The more Lyra lived, the weaker the Demon King became. His wings cracked. His magic stuttered. The demons noticed. Rebellion whispered through the halls. She will kill him, they said. She already is. Lyra heard them. That was when she made her choice. She began planning something he must never know. Something final. The mark on her chest pulsed once. Not in pain. In acceptance. Lyra learned how to lie. Not with words. With distance. She stopped touching him first. Stopped laughing. Stopped standing close enough for their shadows to mix. The Demon King noticed everything. You're pulling away, he said one night. I'm learning, Lyra replied. He didn't believe her, but he wanted to. The rebellion moved faster than fear. Demon lords gathered in the lower abyss, whispering a single demand. Kill the girl. Save the king. The Demon King refused. I will not trade a life for a throne. That was when Lyra understood. He would never let her go, so she would have to leave as a monster. She began using the curse. Not recklessly. Publicly. She let the mark flare in front of the court. Let shadows scream. Let blood spill where mercy once lived. Demons watched in horror. He was right. They whispered. She is the end. The Demon King confronted her beneath the bleeding moon. What are you doing? He demanded. Becoming what you need me to be, Lyra said coldly. That's a lie. She smiled. A cruel one. I enjoy it, she said. The bond screamed. Pain ripped through both of them. Stop, he growled, clutching his chest. You're hurting me. That's the point, Lyra whispered. She turned away before he could see her tears. The plan was simple. If she became the threat, he would be forced to kill her. The curse would break. He would live. She stood before the throne 3 nights later, crowned in shadow. I claim the abyss, Lyra declared. Challenge me or kneel. The Demon King rose slowly. Heartbreaking. Sword drawn. This ends now, he said. She met his eyes. Please, she begged silently. Do it. Their battle tore the sky. Shadow against hellfire. Every strike shattered both of them. Lyra let herself be wounded. Let herself fall. Blood pooled at her feet. The Demon King stood over her, shaking. I won't, he whispered. I can't. Lyra laughed weakly. You promised, she said, to save me. He realized too late. She drove his blade into her own chest, right through the mark. The curse screamed. Light exploded. The bond snapped. The Demon King collapsed, alive. Whole. Free. Lyra fell back, smiling. As darkness closed in, she thought only one thing. He will live. Silence fell over the abyss. Not peace. Absence. The Demon King woke alone on the shattered throne floor, his body whole, his power steady, and the bond gone. Lyra was gone. No blood. No shadow. No echo of her breath. Just ash drifting in the air where she had fallen. The demons cheered. The curse is broken. The king lives. But the king did not rise. He knelt where she died, fingers closing around nothing. She won, he whispered, and I lost. The prophecy had lied. Or perhaps it had been cruelly honest. If she lived, he would fall. If she died, the world would survive. No one said he would survive her death. Days passed, then years. The Demon King ruled without mercy now, not from rage, but from emptiness. He ended wars quickly, destroyed thrones, burned prophecies. No more curses, no more fate. At the edge of the realm, a rumor spread. A woman of shadow walking between worlds. No heart, no name. A price paid too deeply to return whole. One night, during a blood-red eclipse, the Demon King felt it. A familiar pain. Soft, almost kind. Lyra, he breathed. A figure appeared beyond the veil. Not alive, not dead. Her eyes were calm. Finished. I don't belong to you anymore, she said gently. I belong to what I saved. He stepped forward. Take me with you. She smiled, the saddest smile he had ever seen. You already gave me everything, she replied. Now live. She faded. No scream. No light. Just truth. The Demon King removed his crown and cast it into the abyss. He walked into the mortal world and vanished into legend. They say he still walks, protecting humans from curses he once ruled, punishing fate wherever it hides, because love did not save them, but it changed the world.